Hey there, this is Alan. Welcome back to the Stillmind collection.
And I'm Jay. We're really glad you're spending a few minutes with us today.
Today, we're diving into something that might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but it's so important.
Oh, I'm intrigued. What are we looking at?
It's a reflection from His Holiness the Dalai Lama on the meditation of living. Listen to this. Our mind is full of anger, jealousy, and negative feelings. And we don't realize that such feelings are simply incompatible with inner peace and joy. We use our intelligence, which should be our greatest human glory, just to deceive others or to gain at their expense. Then, at the end of the day, we find ourselves suffering and the ultimate absurdity. We lay the blame for that suffering on everyone else.
Wow, that's sharp, isn't it? It's deeply honest. It's not really about judging us, though. It feels more like he's waking us up to patterns we never think to question. Like, we honestly don't realize that those mental states and peace just cannot exist in the same room.
Right. It's like we're asking for calm water while we're standing there constantly stirring it with a stick.
Exactly. We say we want peace, but then we spend our commute replaying arguments, comparing ourselves to people on social media, or just holding on to old frustrations.
And the hardest part is that we don't always see it while it's happening.
Totally. Because in the moment, it feels justified.
I agreed, because we likely will tell ourselves, I have every right to feel this way.
But even if it's justified, it still destroys our peace. You know, there's another part of that teaching that really jumped out at me.
Let me guess. It's that idea that our intelligence, the very thing that makes us human, can actually end up being the thing that works against us.
You got it! Instead of using our brains for understanding or compassion, we use them to build these elaborate cases to justify ourselves.
Or to outmaneuver someone else. To win the argument or get ahead, even if it's at their expense.
And that's the shift. Intelligence becomes a tool for the ego rather than wisdom.
It's such a powerful reminder that being smart doesn't always mean being wise. And then we wonder why the result is always the same. We feel stressed, disconnected, and just dissatisfied.
Oh, for sure. And what do? We immediately look outward instead of inward.
I know exactly what you mean. My mind used to go straight to, they caused this. If they would just change, I'd be fine.
And that is what he calls the ultimate absurdity.
We create the inner turmoil ourselves, and then blame the outside world for the mess.
I actually had a moment like this just the other day at work.
What happened?
A colleague got a huge shout out for a project we both worked on. And honestly, I felt this instant wave of jealousy hit me.
Oh, that's a very human reaction.
Yeah, and my mind just went into overdrive. I started building this whole narrative. I worked just as hard. Why was I overlooked by the management?
That inner narrative, it gets so loud, doesn't it?
It really does. I could feel my shoulders creeping up toward my ears, just tightening. The irritation was building until I could practically hear my inner voice screaming over the noise. But then, I felt this sudden rush of blood to my head. I just paused.
What was that moment like? What made you stop?
It was like that rush of blood was a knock on my forehead, a wake-up call. I stopped and looked at that heat, that tension, and realized this isn't bringing me peace. It's just self-inflicted suffering.
Oh, wow. That awareness, it changes the whole game.
I know. So instead of feeding the fire, I just acknowledged it. I sat with it for a second and said, okay, this is jealousy. No judgment, no beating myself up, just seeing it clearly.
And what happened?
It softened. It wasn't instant, but it was noticeable. I was actually able to genuinely congratulate him later that afternoon.
That's a huge win, Jay. That's a powerful shift.
Yeah, it didn't change the office politics, but it changed my entire experience of the day.
And that's what I find so encouraging about this. It's not pessimistic. It's actually empowering.
Right, because it means the source of our suffering isn't some fixed thing outside of us.
Which means it can be transformed within us.
We don't have to control the world.
We don't have to win every situation.
We don't even have to eliminate every problem just to experience a little peace.
We just start small. We notice the anger, and we let it soften.
We notice the jealousy, and we try to understand it.
We notice that self-centered thinking, and we gently expand beyond it.
Even a tiny shift inward can create real freedom.
And the best part? If the problem were only external factors, we'd be powerless.
Exactly. But because it starts within, we actually have a choice.
And the good news is, we don't have to wait.
We can begin right here. Today.
So let's move into our daily reflection. Please try to slow down and take a deep breath. Take a second and ask yourself, what am I holding on to right now that might be disturbing my peace?
Am I aware of my anger or my jealousy? Or am I still quietly trying to justify it?
Am I using my mind to understand and grow? Or am I using it to defend, compare, and compete?
When I feel discomfort, do I immediately look outward? Or can I pause and look within?
And finally, what is one small moment today where I can choose understanding over a reaction?
You know, we burn so much energy trying to make the world play by our rules, thinking if we could just fix everything or change someone and we'll finally be okay. But that's not where peace lives.
Agreed. It starts much closer from home. It starts by just noticing what we're carrying around inside.
And honestly, just having that little bit of awareness
Is exactly when we start.
to suffer less.
Take care of your mind today. Do something useful. And just notice the ripples. They're already spreading.
This is Stillmind Collection. Calm within, impact beyond.
We'll see you next time.